Hello everyone, this is Don, Bigfoot Neal. It is Friday, November 29th, 2019. I am at my hunting location and I want to give you a new story, another story, and fill you in on an interesting Bigfoot related story. So I'll try to make these not long. I don't like long videos my own self. I'll try not to do this to you. Let me start now. This is a 100-acre lease of land in Ohio County that I have started leasing, my brother and I, since 2007, and this is 2019. So we've been here, what's that, 12 years? And it's in Ohio County, Kentucky. It's on the banks of the Green River. This is the Green River right here behind me flowing. And in 2007, when we leased this strictly for deer hunting. Bigfooting was not on my mind at this location. I was Bigfooting all around. I don't know why I wouldn't have thought Bigfoot could possibly be in this area. Thick, deep, uncut timber. It's 100 acres sitting in the midst of 3,000 acre tract of land. And there's when you enter the road to come into here, 3 miles gravel and then dirt road, no barns, no farms, no houses. So secluded is what I'm trying to get to you. Then you come to a locked gate to enter into our 100 acre, looks like a little postage stamp right in the middle of that 3,000. With that said, Bigfooting wasn't on my mind at the time at this location. What I'm saying is we leased this 2 weeks before deer season, 2007, strictly to deer hunt. It was a great find. It came open. It was a great opportunity. We came and immediately put up trail cameras. And in that first week on one trail camera in a location I had picked, I got 497 pictures that week. And there was coons and deer, of course, and I'd put out salt block and some apples. And then in one picture, just one picture out of 496 pictures, there was eye shine. And the eye shine was standing in an opening, a kind of a trail that went through the woods. At that particular spot, there were no limbs overhanging, at least 12 to 15 feet in the air. And I say that for a reason. And so we got this awesome picture of a set of eye shine. You couldn't see a figure, you couldn't see a body, but it was eye shine. I'm trying to go fast. I'm sorry, forgive me. I took the picture and showed it to several people, and they were amazed. And it was a weird eyes the size that looked like golf balls, at least 7 foot tall. My brother and I came over, and we spent time under that location and at that location, reset the camera, took daytime pictures, and surmised that the eye shine was around 7 foot 2 inches, as much as we could tell. And then the picture since then has been taken to a photography person who owns a photography studio. They put it through some aggressive analysis and decided that there was eye shine there. It was not a reflection of something. It was an eye. There was something there, I think the lady said, and she could almost make out a silhouette, but she would not say what it was. She didn't believe in Bigfoot, knew nothing about Bigfoot, but she told me it's very odd. It wasn't anything hanging from a tree. There wasn't an owl. It wasn't anything in a tree. The limbs were at least 12 to 14 foot above or higher than that. So that was interesting. I sent it to a BFRO investigator. He said it was an amazing thing, and it's been reviewed by many, many people, and it's an awesome thing. And I thought, oh man, not only if I got a good deer hunting spot, but it looks like possible Bigfoot activity. Now let me tell you that since then, through the years, through 12 years, I found 2 tree structures, pretty awesome tree structures, trees bent over and intertwined with a log put on top. If you'd have kicked the log over, those trees would have sprang back up. I found the most awesome, and I have a YouTube video here on my YouTube channel, the most awesome Indian teepee structure, 8 or 9 12 to 15 foot limbs all stacked in a teepee. I walked inside of it, and I've got video here on YouTube, and I'm inside looking around, just like you walked into it. And that was on Valentine's Day, I believe 2012. Look at the YouTube video. Sorry, this is an old man that gets forgetful, okay? But let me tell you more interesting than that. I come back about 2 weeks later. I wanted to get better video and more video, and it was gone. Not only was the teepee structure torn down and gone, all those limbs were not there. I looked around for them, and they were not sawn off. They weren't cut with my arm's getting tired. They weren't cut. They were gone. So, I have brought KBRO researchers here on the property. We have received howls in the distance, and me and my brother and our wives came out here one night on the road, the entranceway, and sat out overnight and got a long whooping sound back to us. Now, So now fast forward to 2014, and I get contacted by a person that says, aren't you the Bigfoot person that hunts in Ohio County? And they'd been seeing my YouTube videos and my Facebook page. And I answered yes, and they said, I own some property. I live in Evansville, but I own some property in Ohio County, and they've been having Bigfoot activity. As a matter of fact, her son was on a bush hogging the back part of their property, and he heard something screaming at him, and he looked up on the hillside and saw a 7-foot-tall black hair-covered creature and covered in black hair, and it took off running through the woods, and he left the bush hog and came home. And I said, where is your property? And when she told me the property and where she lived, and we got together over Google Maps, it's not 1 mile right that direction, 1 mile away from here. They've owned the property since back in the, I believe she said 70s over there. So I'm excited then. There's relation. See, there's relation. Property here, having some possible Bigfoot activity, property there. Fast forward another year, and I know this is hard to believe, but this is what I love. When Bigfoot sightings coincide, or when Bigfoot activity coincides, I get contacted by another person and says, I live in, and name the little town. I don't want to say the town, give away too much information, but the little town's not, I mean, it's just right over there. And I get to talking to them, and they said they was camping in a tent, and they were hollered at and had things thrown at their tent. They heard loud bipedal footsteps on another occasion. They've heard howls and whoops. I made a whooping sound. I went, how Bigfoot would go, whoop. And they said, oh my God, we've heard that. And they've heard the tree knocks. And so I said, well, tell me where you live. Now watch this. And when they told me where they lived, I said, do you know? And I named the other person from the year before. And they said, can't say that I know them. I said, well, their property's somewhere very near you. And these people live not a quarter of a mile apart. And both of them is not even a mile. I want to say a half a mile that direction. So there's two other people that have two locations, not a half a mile, and actually the woods from where they are to where I am are all connected, and they had Bigfoot activity. So now this is not only my favorite hunting spot, but this is my favorite squatching spot, and we come here many times. It's thick timber, there's running ditches and waters, the Green River, there's readily water source, there's all kinds of wildlife, raccoons and possums and squirrels and turkeys and deers, and it's an abundant wildlife here. Anyway, that's my story for today. I'd like to add new stories onto my YouTube site. People have asked me, and so I'll have more coming later. And listen, I hope you're blessed. I don't know what a Bigfoot is, have no idea what a Bigfoot is, but I know who made it. I know who my creator is. I know who created all these things you see, and I know who created whatever a Bigfoot is. It's not a monster. And I don't want to offend nobody. I don't believe he time travels. I don't believe he come from another dimension, and he didn't drop out of a UFO. It's a creature on this earth, and I know who created it. God bless you all. Hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoy this video.